How did Bryce look throughout the week and ending today?
Better and better. Handled the week really well. Each day just kind of ramped up some of the things we were exposing him to. He looked awesome. Working with his guys, just getting in there, leading, communicating, and, physically just looked like he's ready to go.
Dave, as it pertains to Andy and Mike White, what will go into your decision-making on depth chart, actives, et cetera?
Yeah, Andy will be the backup this week. He demonstrated the ability to control the ball, throw it. Really amazing, unbelievable. I'm very grateful that he's able to, play through stuff like this and wants to be there for his team. And, he showed that. He threw well yesterday, came back today, threw well again. So excited to have him there.
Dave, signing Mike White to the 53, how much flexibility does that kind of give you with the practice squad, knowing that you have quite a few guys questionable?
Yeah, it gives us a great chance, for him to be the emergency third on game day and be able to count him that way, especially just in the situation that we're in. And if it gets to that point, then I got full confidence having him here for a couple of weeks, being able to work through things, on the call sheet and levels of comfortability with what we're doing and all that, and had a couple of really nice practices, threw the ball well. So I'm excited for Mike and see what he can do for us as well.
I know this is kind of, off to the side, but Jonathan Brooks, I saw, was kind of catching some passes and moving half speed. What's the latest on his recovery, just from your perspective?
Yeah, he's just, it's a part of the plan. He's moving right along, getting some high-speed mileage, and, they're doing some start-stop stuff with him as well, and he's handling that great. At the same time, he's been really engaged, involved in it, and connected with his teammates. I love that about him. I think at times this type of situation can be challenging for guys, where I've seen where guys can kind of float off and disengage with what's happening, but JB loves that room. He loves being around the guys, and big smile and a lot of great energy from him. So I'm just really happy with where he's at.
This happens all the time in the NFL. Guys miss a game, they come back. But when you do miss that game, how challenging is it for a player to just jump right back into the heat of the battle? And what kind of things do you give them any advice? I know they're pros at this point, but is there anything that they need to do to sort of acclimate themselves as quickly as possible after getting back?
Just practice. Just get back out there, back to the things that we count on. Our process leads to good results. And being out there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just doing what you normally do leads to success, the engagement with the material. And certainly physically just throwing to your guys and getting that timing and rhythm back. And this is a group that's continuing to improve. Coker from one week to the next, this past week, just another step in the right direction with his confidence and the things that he's doing as well. So it's a group that's continuing to grow together, and that's what we're looking for, is to push forward.
Bryce is getting the ball out. I think it's the fastest time of his career. Last I checked a couple weeks ago. I know we talked about Micah earlier in the week, but how much more of an emphasis is that this week? You're going to have to get it out quick to kind of avoid that rush.
Micah Parsons is a great player. We take that approach every week, and I want that ball to come out. I want great decisions. I want anticipation, those types of things, and that's what really has led to Bryce being really decisive, owning the concepts, owning what the design of the play is, how to attack certain different coverages, and where the ball should go. And that's really just a part of that. Also, it's a part of the group, making quick decisions for him, presenting themselves in zones, creating separation versus man, and giving him somewhere to go with the ball. So I always kind of take that approach, regardless of who we're playing. Certainly this week with Micah, we know we got to know where he's at all times, and make sure that our plan fits that.
Everybody good?
Yeah. I know, real quick. I know the players are pros and things like that, but how much do you talk to them on a game like this, going to a place like Lambeau? Do you bring up the history? Do you want them to know the history? Do you want them to celebrate it? Or do you just want them to just treat this as any other game?
I want both, and that goes for Lambeau Field, but also other places that we get to go and play. Creating the moment, creating the opportunities, so that the guys can understand, in different modes, having a championship mindset is all of these games matter. All these games are helping us prepare for what it takes to win late in the season, what it takes to win in the postseason. Is you got to be able to play in hostile environments, and this is going to be a really loud environment. We treat it like any other road game. At the same time, let's appreciate football history. Let's understand, where this league started and the evolution of it, and our part and our contribution to that, as well as to push football forward, to play excellent football, great quality football, the way that it's always been played. It's a physical game. It's a violent sport. sport. It has been since the beginning, and to make sure that we're playing that type of football that we can be proud of.
Real quick. Matt, just off the record, off the cuff here, but Matt LaFleur today said he hated Halloween and any other holiday that falls during the football season. Just to be clear, are you pro Halloween? Just so we have this on the record.
Halloween's a fun time. Okay. It's a really good time. My kids were excited this morning. Last night, just getting their costumes ready for the day. There's some K-pop demon hunters going on in the house right now, dressing up in different ways. So that's kind of the craze right now. So there'll be a little bit of that. And then there's a league of their own, kind of a throwback baseball, tip of the cap to October baseball right now. So pulling for the Dodgers, by the way, tonight. Got to come through in a big way, but the Jays have been doing a great job. So.
Hey, knowing how much you value run game, how have Rico and Chuba responded this week, and what have you seen from them in practice?
Just work, just hard work, and that's what we count on. We count on all those guys, Trevor included, when they get in there, that we can count on them, whether it's in the run game, whether it's in pass protection or running routes, just everything you got, every single play. And that's the mentality this group has. I love that room. Bernie does a great job with those guys, getting them ready, taking care of the ball first and foremost, and running with violence. Everything they do, I ask them to do it with violence. And that's what we want to see out of the guys, and that's what they showed this week.
Just one more. We just talked about Lambeau Field, but as a guy who grew up, as a historian of the game, have you thought about how cool of a moment that will be as a head coach, Brad as an OC, all you guys kind of getting to coach at Lambeau Field as the primary voices for this team?
That hits me every week. That hits me every time on Sundays when we go out to whatever stadium, when it's here at Bank of America Stadium or wherever we're at on the road. It just kind of strikes me what a privilege this is that we get to do this and to be a part of a legacy. And I take that seriously. I think that the game is supposed to be played a certain way with a certain level of effort and enthusiasm. It's a passionate game. I want those things to show up. It's always been about the basics. It's always been about the fundamentals. You can think about all the commercials where they have these, student body left, student body right. We want a seal here and a seal here, and it's all these basics of football, and those are the things that still work now. And it's about pad level. It's about playing with your knees bent. It's about playing grounded. Feet in the ground, finishing the play with your hands on somebody in a violent way. And so I love being a part of that legacy. I love passing that on and making sure our players don't take that for granted. This isn't just about their career. This isn't just about, making money. This is about being a part of something that's so amazing that our country really embraces. And it brings people together and it brings families together. I had, 12 or so family members come from Los Angeles to come see us play here in Charlotte. It brings us together in special ways. So I love all that part of it.